Hello, welcome to this Adalo tutorial for beginners by Clem's Tech, Clement, CEO Clem's Tech Agency. It's been some years now that I've been building apps and website and web apps using no code, many of which are already published on different Play stores. So, what are the things that will be involved in this tutorial learning series? So it's going to involve quite a lot of things as this tutorial is going to capture it all for anyone that wants to start from scratch and build any platform, any web apps or mobile apps using no code. So first of all, why no code to build mobile apps or web apps? So of course, to build web apps and mobile apps, the natural way or the usual way of doing that is to write thousands of codes and the likes, which means you have to be a developer, you have to know a few programming languages and so on. But with no code, you can build almost anything without having to have the knowledge of programming, which is also coding. And with no code as well, you can build your app to be available on web, the same mobile app and share the same database easily without any hassle. So no code is awesome in building apps in terms of avoiding all the hassles of programming or those technicalities that you have to know before you can build an app. So no code is awesome, and we are going to be tapping into the power of no code to build a wonderful and exciting project together. So this learning course is going to be slow because it is, of course, class for absolutely beginners. So we are going to be going learning a lot of things in this course, and of course, we are going to look at Adalo interface. Of course, Adalo is not the only no-code tools or platform out there. There are quite a lot of them. But for this tutorial, we are basing on Adalo. Adalo. Adalo has been around for a while. Adalo has been around for a while, and there have been so many and beautiful apps that have been published on Play Store, Google Play, and even on custom domains built with Adalo. Okay. So this is adalo.com. When you get here, you are going to see lots of information about Adalo. If you are coming here for the first time, you are going to see lots of information for on Adalo. Right. And the first thing you will need to do is to click this sign up button right here and sign up with your email address. You understand? You sign up with your email address and proceed. Is going to be very brief for you to do that. So you just put in your details and sign up. And if you already have an account like myself, you just come down here and click on login to get back into your app. Since I already have an account, I won't be signing up. So let me go back here and show us other things that we'll be doing during this course. And okay, now also We are going to be discussing projects and or app breakdown. That is, when you have an idea of an app you want to build, how do you document it? How do you break it down to see all the features that your app needs? How do you know everything that your app needs so that as you are building your app, you know exactly what you are working on and what you are working on next. That is why before you start building any app, you need to break it down, itemize the features, the functionalities, the requirements you need to build each feature, each functionalities. All those things has to be done if you don't want to get stuck along the way and be brainstorming for several hours without having an idea of what next to do, which is why I will be taking you through how to turn your ideas into an implementable breakdown. So when we do that, of course, we are going to see how we can use Figma to design wireframe for our app idea before we start implementing on Adalo. Of course, this tutorial is not for Figma design because Figma design is a major course on its own. We are just going to see briefly how we can use Figma and how having design on Figma can help us with building any project and even designing our apps on no code. Understand? And there are a lot of other things we be looking into the moment we are done with our wireframe and we start building our projects, other things that so as we are building, we'll be seeing other things that we will need to work on together. So now let's get into Adalo and more see more on Adalo. So I'm going to try not to make this each of the learning to be long. It's going to be within 10 minutes or thereabout. So before we end this part one, we are going to see how Adalo looks like. Now, the moment you sign up, you and you get into your Adalo editor, this Adalo editor, Adalo editor. Now, if you are signing up and logging in for the first time, Adalo will make you build to create your first app just like this. You'll be made to choose either you want to build mobile app only or you want to build for all platforms, which is tablets, desktop, and mobile. Understand? For the case or for the purpose of this course, because we want to see how everything is, how to do everything, we'll be going with uh, all the device options, which is mobile, tablets, and desktop. So, uh, if you are coming here for the first time, just choose along this, then you next. Like I said, if you just signing up and you'll be getting here for the first time, just follow the same process, or you have an account before you are just logging in. So also follow the same process by creating an app and choose all the options, the web, tablets, mobile option. Then, because this is a learning something, we are not going to use any templates. You are going to be going for blank design. Now, for the blank design, you are going to see options desktop first or mobile first. This means that do you want to start your design from desktop and scale down to mobile, or you want to start your design from mobile and scale up to desktop? So go along with me and choose the first option, which is desktop first. Now you'll be asked to name your app. So uh, the name of this agency is Clemsy Tech. So I'm just going to name it Clemsy Tech Tutorial App. and it claims tech tutorials now. The next thing, who are the users of this app? So since we are starting, we are just learning. So we are going to say, uh, let's say internal users, or you can say mostly me, since this is we create. This is your team. You can leave it as that. You are going to see your name there, and this will be the default color. We leave that. You can change that later. So we create. So Adalo will create your first app for you. Then you'll be given these four screens. Now let's say these four screens. Now this screen is welcome, and if you click on it up here, you see welcome. Although we can change that, but let's see first. We have the login page, we have the sign up page, and we have the home page. Now let me explain these four screens. Now welcome page is the screen that they force that when people come to your app for the first time, this is the screen they will be presented with. This is the screen they are going to see first. It's just like as if you are designing a splash screen, or you are designing, so it's just like splash screen that the user coming there for the first time are going to see that, and the moment they log into your app, that will not be they will not see that again. So it is called welcome screen. Now, so that's why you see here welcome screen. And then the next thing is your login page where users can log in, and the sign up page where users can sign up to your app. And of course, when they log in, they are going to come to your either your own page or whatever you name it. So that is the home page. Now, there are three types of screen on Adalo, which is where we are going to be stopping for this part. There are three types of screens. When you click on this, you come down here. This is the name of the screen. So you want to name your screen exactly what the kind of content or features the screen is all about, so that if that's for you, at the time you're having so many screens, you know exactly how to locate your screens. Now, when you come here, you see screen navigation type. You are going to see four or three options here. You see the normal screen, welcome screen, and the home screen. So when you put this when you choose, when you set any screen to welcome screen, it's going to be the screen for first users, people coming to your screen, to your app first. That is the screen they will be made to see first before proceeding. Now when you choose, when you set any screen to home screen, that is the screen that they will be directed to when they log in. When they are logged in, that is the screen they are expected to see. That's the home screen. Now, when you every other screens aside the welcome screen and home screen are all normal screens, which means you can set one screen to welcome screen, you can set one screen to home screen, and every other screens are normal screens that you can only get there with actions or with linkings. So, and we are going to get to that. So before we round up for today, let's see what we have here now. So the first thing we have here is this big plus icon. This is where you can add new things to your screen. You can create a new screen, you can create sections, you can add components to your screens. Adalo tools are called components. Things you used for designing, for this to make your designs are called components. Components. Sections are pre-designed templates. They are like they are pre-designed stuff that you can use on your screens. Also, yeah. Also, features also are pre-designed small features that you can make use of. All these features are what you can build yourself. That we'll be building ourselves, but there are some that are pre-designed for use. So that is plus icon. Branding, this is where you set your colors and your fonts, and we are going to be seeing that. This currently is where you see all the list of all your screens. Right now we have four screens, so you see four here. You can add new screen from here. Then this is the database where we set our database. And for the first, when immediately you create your app, this first database collection will be created for you by default, which can never be deleted, which is called users. That's where people signing up to your app will be added to. And the next thing is settings, the settings for your app. This is like the next thing. The next one is publish. Probably you are done with your app. This is where you can publish. And the next thing is analytics of how your account is being used. And the last thing here is called version history. This is where you can make copies of your app. You can create some versions of your app before working it further. This is like just like creating backup of your app, and you can only use this when you are subscribed. And when you subscribe to Adalo for the first time, you'll be given 14 days free trials, and within that 14 days, you can use all the features on Adalo. So, okay, guys, we are going to stop here. It's getting too long already. So, go over the tutorial, try to understand everything we discussed, and we are going to kick off right from there in the next tutorial parts. So once again, thanks for joining this uh, this course. Adado Class for Beginners is going to be awesome. We're going to be building awesome app together, and you are going to love it. So, if you are seeing this channel for the first time, appreciate and you like what you are seeing so far or what you'll be seeing next, appreciate me by subscribing to my channel, Plenty Tech Agency channel, by subscribing, and you can click on notification icon so that anytime new videos are dropped, you can always get motivated. You can always get notified, and you get notifications of new courses and videos that are being released. Alright, that's all. That's it for now. See you in the next tutorial.